I mean to say Salman Khan is Chulbul Pandey and Chulbul Pandey is Salman Khan and he's Dabangg. Munna Bhai and Chulbul Pandey, that comes so strongly to our minds as a character which has been sprung by, you know, in recent times in Indian cinema. Like, Swagat nahi karoge aap hamara. That is a line that Salman said I'll say on the set. Maa ki jhooti kasam nahi khana chahiye, and thar he shoots, you know, jhootiya sala. This is nice. I have put in the effort and the concentration, and I've just focused on just making a sincere, honest film.
Well, we have with us producer-director Arbaaz Khan, a director for the very first time, and obviously an actor that we would love to see much more of. Back with us on Bollywood Hungama. Wonderful to have you back, Arbaaz.
Thank you so much.
You know, my first question to you will be, which I think is echoed by many of your followers, is that why have you stopped just playing those jokes on Twitter? Why have you become so serious? Matlab, aap itna kho gaye ho picture mein.
Actually, that's right. In fact, I've not tweeted about the film also. Puri film khatam ho gayi hai, and I can't even recollect the tweets that I've done. I think I've just concentrated on the film. And even now when the movie's over, I think I'm still not really, you know, keeping people abreast with what's happening on the film. I just think, you know, I just want the people to watch the film and, you know, then, but I should have been tweeting, yeah, but I just lost.
And those jokes, please.
Huh?
Those jokes were very funny. Now coming to the film, I think it's been some time, and the buzz is tremendous. I was just seeing another interview that was happening, and the anchor was insisting that it's going to cross 200 crores and all that stuff. So does it make you feel good that you're coming as a director for the very first time?
Yeah, it's a great feeling. You know, it's a fantastic franchise. The character Chulbul Pandey is amazing, and you know, this film has already got a very interesting you know, loyalty base, and there are a lot of expectations of the film which I'm aware of. You know, I'm conscious of these things, and you know, even in the first one, you know, we worked towards making a good film, and that was what the concentration was. And subsequently what happened was just the fact that, you know, if you do something with, you know, with all the sincerity, honesty and focus, and if that connects with the audience, then it, you know, success is bound to happen. I'm just hoping that, you know, that I have put in the effort and the concentration, and I've just focused on just making a sincere, honest film, and hoping that, you know, that connect will happen with the audience, and the audience will give it the same kind of respect or of, liking, and you know, kind of go and watch the film in the theaters like they did to the earlier one, and that's what I'm hoping, yeah.
The best part about any movie is that even if the minor characters become really important.
That's right.
You know, Chaubey ji was loitering around some time back. You know, you immediately recollect all the wonderful things that you've seen in the first version. So in that regard, people still remember the names of the characters, which are like minor characters for sure.
Right.
Does that make you feel good?
Yes. If see, when a film works, it works on so many levels. You know, I personally feel that Dabangg, the first one, you know, was not just a success for just a few people. Like, you know, sometimes when a film does well, you know, maybe the actor benefits from it and nobody else, or just the producer benefits from it, or just the director benefits from it, or maybe just the music director benefits from it. But Dabangg is one film that, whether it was the director, whether it was the producer, whether it was the actor, whether it was the actress, whether there were other actors in the film, whether it was the music directors, whether there were singers, the action director, you just name it, everybody's come out of that film. That is the sign of a true success of film that, you know, things happen for. So that's an amazing thing, and those characters you're talking about, they have a very interesting play in the sequel. And you know, because they were liked and because people remember, even like Bhayya Ji Smile, even a small character like that is you know, people recollect.
Absolutely.
So it's a great feeling.
Bhayya Ji Smile is there in
yeah,
this
you'll
version?
have to watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you know, people searched for the name of that guy, and there was a lot of buzz around him. That naam kya hai us bande ka? A lot is being said about the entire box office these days, 100 crores and 200 crores and all that stuff. But at the same time, you know, if you just notice, in the last 2 years, Salman has had 4 blockbusters. But the one character that is something which is iconic, and he's, I think, referred to at many a juncture, is Dabangg.
Right.
You know, and I think 10 years, 20 years down the line, Dabangg as a character will be associated with Salman. He'll have many more hits, inshallah. But that character, something that stands out, Chulbul Pandey, which is, I think, very important for any person. We've had Dharmendra ji, we've had many other actors who've delivered many hits. But there are a few films that stay for a longer period of time. And Dabangg and Chulbul Pandey will be around for a long period of time, irrespective of the money that it earns.
That's right.
That is, I think, another big plus point of Dabangg, the franchise.
For sure. I mean, to say, when an actor and a character become synonymous, I mean to say, Salman Khan is Chulbul Pandey and Chulbul Pandey is Salman Khan. And he's Dabangg. So it's an unbelievable thing that there is that kind of a following or that kind of a likability about that character. And it's an amazing thing that, people have just taken to that character and that role. And Salman has made it his own. There is one character that was in the script and there was one character that was interpreted by Salman Khan. It's not as though they were diametrically opposite, but the little nuances that, Salman brought to the character with his experience as a star and, his own ability of his body language that he put into the character. And, a simple thing like that mustache that he has.
Absolutely.
That also kind of enhances his
body
character.
language.
Body language, the mustache that he has, the way he speaks, his lines,
Chashma and all
his style. They all have made this character so iconic. See, I can't recollect a character other than, Munna Bhai and Chulbul Pandey that comes so strongly to our minds as a character which has been sprung by, in recent times in Indian cinema.
That's true.
It's a brilliant thing, and hope, we continue with this legacy and we continue with this character and we keep giving more films to entertain people.
In the theatrical trailer, there's a dialogue that "Maa ki jhooti qasam nahi khate jhootiya." Now, is that written by Salman Khan?
In fact, that was a word coined by me.
Jhootiya.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was when he was doing the scene ke "Maa ki jhooti qasam khate." The scene was "Maa ki jhooti qasam nahi khana chahiye," and tar he shoots. And I just told him, I said, how about "Maa ki jhooti qasam nahi khana chahiye, jhootiya sala." He says, nice. So I said, then say it. So that particular one is, was just something that came out of the blues from me. But he generally contributes a lot to his, his character and his role.
Any line that he has,
dialogues, his lines. What I have learned now on this film a little more about Salman, the actor, than I did even knowing him for such a long time, even in the last film. I've just realized is that when we write a script, we tend to write, at least I like to work on, bound scripts with dialogues and all that. And then if there is any room for correction, you leave it, but at least you should know what you're making. Obviously, scripts cannot be written after the film. They're written before the film starts. And that is on which basis that you make the movie. They tend to, at times, maybe lose that impact, or they tend to get a little stale, or they don't, have that kind of punch at times, because what you have written today will get materialized maybe after you've started your casting and you've done your dates and you start shooting the film and it releases. There is a decent gap of maybe sometimes a year and a half, maybe 2 years. So what looked interesting now as a written material may not look so interesting maybe 2 years later. So when you go on the sets, sometimes it's not a bad idea to kind of revisit your scenes and start, kind of livening them up or refreshing them up. Then saying, oh, this is a lock script. This is what I did a year and a half back, and I'm not going to touch it. Things change. What is exciting now may not be exciting a year and a half later when you shoot.
Absolutely.
So Salman has understood this in his experience, that let's like a script and a scene first. Then when we go on the shoot, we'll see how we can tweak it around. And we'll see what we can add and spice it up, or, sprinkle something on it. And I think that's a very good thing. And there are a lot of things that have come out in the first one and in the second one, which are just spontaneous contributions. Like, we had to cut promos with those lines, and we didn't intend to. Like, "Swagat nahi karoge aap hamara." That is a line that Salman said I'll say on the set. So, and like I said, now jhootiya, jhootiya, this thing, that is also came on the set. Now, because if you're open to keeping that little room to make those little changes, you can get that little extra thing which can become very new and fresh.